is not something you chase, it's something you build, brick by brick, choice by choice. And if you don't master yourself, the world will do it for you. You and I both know what anger feels like. That heat behind the ribs, that tension that makes your hands shake, that heavy silence after a conversation that went wrong. You tell yourself you'll stay calm next time, but next time feels exactly like the last. Different people, different situations, same story, same reaction. And that's the truth no one wants to admit. We don't get angry because the world is unfair. We get angry because we still haven't mastered the world within us. Today, I want to show you something different. 5 habits, ancient, simple, brutally honest, that can make you almost untouchable. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. Habit 1. Pause before you burn. Most people think anger is an explosion, but in reality, it begins with a spark, a single sentence, a tone, a memory, a fear. And the Stoics believe that if you catch the spark early, you never have to deal with the fire. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Think about that. You can't control the traffic. You can't control rude people. You can't control disappointment. But you can control the interpretation that shapes your reaction. The pause is your weapon. One breath, one quiet second. That's all you need to choose wisdom over impulse. The world thinks that strength is loud, but real strength is silent. Habit 2. Expect imperfection. Always. You get angry at people because you expect too much from them. You expect honesty from those who lie, loyalty from those who abandon, empathy from those who never learned it, consistency from those who barely know who they are. Seneca once said, "How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. People will disappoint you, not because they want to, but because they're human, broken in their own ways. Fighting battles you'll never see, carrying wounds deeper than their words. When you expect imperfection, something beautiful happens. You stop taking everything personally. You stop giving your peace away. You stop making the world responsible for your emotional stability. And suddenly, anger loses its grip on you. Habit 3. Don't respond. When you're bleeding, there are moments when life hits you hard. Someone betrays you. Someone embarrasses you. Someone pushes exactly the button they know will hurt the most. And your first instinct is to react, to defend yourself, to prove a point, to say the thing that will burn everything down. But Epictetus reminds us, if someone succeeds in provoking you, remember that your mind is complicit in the provocation. You're not a prisoner of your emotions, unless you choose to be. When you respond while you're hurting, the world owns your voice. Your past owns your reaction. Your pain becomes your personality. So here is the rule. Never speak when your heart is louder than your mind. Let the moment pass. Let the emotions settle. Return to clarity. And then decide who you want to be. Because calm decisions age well. Angry ones don't. Habit 4. Build a strong inner world. You get bothered by people when you don't have a place inside yourself to retreat to, when you depend on validation, approval, reassurance, control. But the Stoics believed a person becomes unshakable when they cultivate an inner fortress, a mental home that no one else has a key to. And you build that fortress by doing difficult things, sitting in silence, reflecting on your days, walking alone, saying no when it feels easier to say yes, letting go of people who drain you, choosing purpose over comfort. With every discipline, you add a stone to your foundation. With every moment of self-control, you reinforce your walls. With every act of honesty, you become someone you can trust. The stronger your inner world becomes, the less the outer world can shake you. Habit 5. Choose meaning over ego. Ego is the loud voice that says, I must win, I must be right, I must be respected, I must be seen. Meaning is the quiet voice that says, I just want to live aligned with who I said I would be. One leads to anger, the other leads to peace. Think about the last time someone tried to insult you. Your ego wanted to defend itself, didn't it? But ask yourself, did their opinion actually change your value? Did their words actually reach your truth? Or did your ego get scared of appearing weak? Here's the secret the world forgets. You don't become unbothered by being untouchable. You become unbothered by not needing to be touched. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. You don't need to outshout them, or out-argue them, or out-hate them. You only need to outgrow them. Peace isn't won by force. It's earned by elevation. If you master these habits, the world doesn't change. People don't magically become kinder. Situations don't suddenly become easier. What changes is you. Your ability to observe instead of explode. Your ability to accept instead of resist. Your ability to stand still while others lose themselves. Your ability to walk away without bitterness. Your ability to choose silence over chaos. And this is where calm becomes powerful. Not soft, not passive, not weak, powerful. Because it is chosen. When you understand yourself, no one can use you against you. When you control your mind, you control the world you experience. When you let go of what doesn't matter, you become unstoppable. There's a version of you, you can probably feel it, who no longer reacts to everything, who no longer gets pulled into arguments, who no longer loses sleep over people who don't even think about you, who no longer destroys your peace to prove a point. That version of you is not far away. It's one choice at a time, one habit at a time, one day at a time. Remember, you're not here to win every argument.